What is up YouTube, it's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to take a look at Daredevil's Man Without Fear Scrapper class alternate costume. Which one's my favorite? Well, I think they're both really good, but if I was pressed I would probably say the Infiltrator, though as you're going to see the Scrapper has a lot to offer, especially at level 15. In fact, here he is leading off the battle, and of course we're going to begin with Close the Gap. That alone makes him a great team up with someone like Spider-Man Noir. Remember, at this point, just because of that level 15 option, he's going to have a follow-up attack. So we begin by using Pass the Bar. He immediately follows it up with his level 1, which by the way does say Billy Club even though this ult calls it Imperious Indictment. Now as you saw, that also triggered a barrage from my teammates, but unfortunately they missed. Otherwise, Mayday would probably be 6 feet under already. Next, the enemy agent did use Hailstorm, which was unfortunate. That's going to wind our team. At least Noir can use Long Haul, and that will remove his debuffs. So then we're going to use Gum Up the Works, and place flanked on the enemy agent. The amazing Spider-Woman I really wish was knocked out right now because she's going to be annoying. But hey, what's this? We actually get a Pass the Bar proc, and we at least interrupt her first attack. Plus that does cause Beat It to proc. Well, she still uses her impact webbing, and that definitely does affect my agent. At this point, I just can't wait until we can use the Light Fantastic. At least my team does manage to survive Summon Thunder. So next up with Daredevil, we'll use his level 9 to finally take out Mayday. There's just something incredible about knowing that you're almost always going to hit, and you can attack whomever you want. That's what Daredevil offers you by having his radar sense basically built right into the costume. It's something that I wish maybe other characters would get as well. And by that I mean building their buffs right into an alternate, making them a lot more powerful. Okay, well the enemy agent did end up getting an extra turn, but we preemptively hit him with the Grace Note. Then that does cause Beat It to proc as well. Unfortunately, he lives with 2800 health, and once again uses the Hailstorm. It's incredible that the AI knows to use that function early and often against this team. The devs probably said if you see Spider-Man Noir, use Hailstorm. Still, we do have a mirror reality cushion, so even after Inspire Bravery, we're not worried about Thor. He does once again use Summon Thunder, but the only damage we're going to take is from Static Charge. The only bad part is he had it as well, so we're just going to hail him with our counter and Beat It proc. Alright, well once again we can use Close the Gap, then we're going to begin by using our level 6 Pass the Bar, following it up with our level 1. After this, Thor takes a Beat It proc, and a Relentless Rapier hit. So that's how this team's supposed to work. Just pay attention to that right there. With that happening, we can move on to our next team, Captain Britain and Daredevil. This team revolves around Pressure Points and Paragon Exploiter. We've slightly changed up our agent setup, but this team still does rely on multiple attacks, this time coming from Close the Gap and Merlin's Gift. We begin by going with Pass the Bar and our follow-up attack on Null, and right away it triggers the Cosmic Cardinal. Then Daredevil sees something that he doesn't like, so uses Pass the Bar to interrupt the enemy agent. Next, on his normal attack, he tries to hit our agent, but he does miss. And then as our quick action, we're going to use the Neuropurge, one for those Pressure Points debuffs. But yes, it does do a lot more than that as well. Then for our big hitting Agent's Paragon Exploiter attack, we did bring back the Hand of Apocalypse. And although I knew the enemy agent was going to protect, I still wanted to put a little scare in Null. Just imagine the AI getting scared. Yeah, I think it happens. Okay, Pass the Bar strikes again, so we stop Null from attacking. And now with Captain Britain, we can see that the agent is primed to be taken down, so we use a Britannic, and it does give us that second attack. That means we can use our level 9 to also take out Null. Captain Britain is always, and I mean always, a monster that you want to take a look at if you're using Pressure Points. With the Hugin's Eye, his unarmed melee attacks do hurt a little bit, but other than that, I still love this guy. Now on Daredevil's turn, we're once again going to get a double attack, and we're going with the Imperious Indictment, followed by our Billy Club. Yeah, it's the same attack. Then our agent gets both of his follow-ups, and so Kurth's not doing too well right now. Still, first we'll use the Light Fantastic, and then rather than pass a bunch of turns, we're just going with the hand and we should finish this in about one hit. I wanted Daredevil to get this final hit, but it just wouldn't be smart. So here goes my agent's attack, and that should be it. Now that was a very solid team up, but there's one more that I do want to try out for this video. And that teammate's going to be none other than Star-Lord. Who? We do end up right away coming up against a pretty scary looking team. It's Amazing Spider-Woman and Spider-Man Noir. I decided to go with my level 6 first to win Spidey. And since it's stealthy, he shoots first and asks questions later. But at least we hit with it, and that's what matters. Plus we do get a Cosmic Cardinal proc as well. Next up, Mayday uses her magnetic maneuver. Then we do get a pass the bar proc. So we interrupt her, and that's the end of her first turn. This allows Daredevil to use Close the Gap, and then we're going to start with his level 6 once again, followed by his Billy Club. This time around our agent's going to join in, but he unfortunately misses the knockout blow. That could have been huge. Plus the Amazing Spider-Woman gets another turn. However, Star-Lord gets 12% of a plan, and also fires back. After having to skip my agent's turn, we get another Pass the Bar proc, followed by a Grace Note preemptive counter. This absolutely knocks out the enemy agent. Basically right now my agent's doing so much damage that we go for the Venom Launcher, which would have knocked out Spidey Noir, then the Grace Note on Mayday. Unfortunately the first attack misses, so Spidey lives. But it won't be for long. He's basically knocking himself out with Absorb Energy and Bleeding. Plus we have a Rock's Fall as a quick action. But you know what? I'd rather Daredevil finish him off. It is his video after all. Any attack at all should do it. But of course we're going with our level 9. But Spidey Noir instead chooses to take his own self out with Bleeding, rather than getting knocked out by Daredevil. So unfortunately that is how this one's going to end. But it was 3 pretty impressive team ups, and I think we got some nice battles in today. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck and take care.